単語のつながりで流暢に聞こえるような発音の仕方を学べたので、少し意識して発音するようにしたいなって思いました。
発音のつながりとか、音と音のつながりとかを意識して言えるようになりました。
アクセントの部分で分からなかった部分があったりしたら、ちょっとどこを強調したらいいのかとか、発音をどのようにしたらいいのかっていうのがちょっと苦労しました。
I started the class today with just clapping. That was the first thing I did. I had them do that. So right off the bat, they knew that they had to be aware. They had to pay attention. But it's not so serious. We're just clapping. It's not a big deal. 同じことしてください。練習して。5秒練習してください。はい、確認します。はい。Good. Good. No. There we go. Probably most of them missed the first time I clapped. Anyone would. And then I find somebody who did it correctly, because I did it soft and loud clap. And I find somebody in the class who does it right, and then they have to pay attention to them. So they're all right off the bat, all of a sudden they realize, I have to start paying attention to what's going on. Today, because I had not met these students before, I was just aiming to engage them, hook them, and sort of bring them along slowly and gently. Because again, we have no history. They don't know who I am. 私やりますよ。指さして。指さして。どっち？こういうの。もう一回しますよ。どっち？はい。Ready? Go. もう一回せーの。Again. あっちは？こっちは？もう一回せーの。There we go. せーの。There we go. はい。しますよ。そう、当たり前。はい、Ready? そう。Good. Good. 最初はグー。やって。最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。はい、winner. Winner. どっちでもやってください。じっと見ないでね。もう一回して。ちょっとわからないな。Again. Good. どっち？よし。はい、次。もう一回。どっち？じゃあやってください。交代やってください。20秒。テストあるからちゃんとしなさい。はい、GO。Alright, Alright, good. So all I'm asking them to do at the very beginning is just point. That's it. And by then they're sort of already invested in the lesson, so they can't kind of back out. It sounds funny, but you kind of hook them.
最初は何をするのか分かんなかったので、不安というか、あまり消極的な気持ちばかりだったんですけど、途中から何をしているのか分かってきたり、楽しくなってきたので、途中からはすごく積極的に意欲的に取り組むことができました。
積極的に、最初はめっちゃ消極的だったけど、先生がラフ間違えてもいいよっていう感じで言ってくださってるんで、自分たちが積極的に間違えてもいいんだっていうことが分かってから積極的にいけるようになりました。
Everybody here, could you stand up? ちょっと待って。Stand up. Move one one chair clockwise. And sit down. Good. 同じことしてくれる？はい。こっちも。お願い。I have the students move around a lot. So physically, it gets them moving. It gets oxygen to their brain. And they're working with somebody different all the time. They're just seeing a different face. 最初はグー。じゃんけんほい。最初。Okay. Oh. Good. はい。はい、ウィナーから前のとちょっと増えましたけど。じゃあやりますよ。はい。Good, good. はい、やれ。Go. じっと見ないでね。じっと見たら分かるから。はい、one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise. And I show them the cube and the rod models, and they go, oh. But they still don't know that it's anything to do with word stress. So now it's connected to some object. And now I can control it through just adding objects to it. So I add more objects, and in the end I have 4 models, 4 word stress models. And then I write the word television. Then they realize, oh, this is something to do with word stress. はい。どれですか？決めてください。相談して決めてください。決めました？はい、指さしましょう。Ready? せーの、Go! ちょっとバラバラやな。Okay, the beauty of it is you've got the 4 cubes, so you've isolated each syllable and you can work on the pronunciation in isolation. And normally, televi, that's not a problem for them. I have them work a little bit on the V for vi, but they usually are way off on the last syllable. Let's go. Let's try. Okay, ready? ちょっと言ってみましょう。見えますか？はい、ready? じゃあ、せーの。Good. Okay, せーの。そうそう。veの。Good. せーの。Okay? もう一回。Okay. No. So listen. Listen to me. I'm going to say it one time. 一回だけ言うからちゃんと聞いてね。ちょっと。一回だけ言うから。2回言わない。1回だけ。もう一回言ってください言っても言わない。信じてください。So I say, everyone lean in a little bit. Then I mess with them a little bit. I say, okay, I'm only going to do this one time. And they're really on the, they go, only one time. Then I say, Jin. So I don't want to model endlessly because they're like, don't worry, he's going to say it. He's going to say it, we're going to repeat it. He's going to say it, we're going to repeat it. We'll do that 3 or 4 times, then we'll stop. He won't really listen to us. No one's really paying attention. It's not like that. It's not that kind of party. If only one student gets it, that's all I need. Because then I'll go quickly through it. Jean, no, Jin, that's it right here. Okay, well then they got to listen to him, okay? And again, this is not rocket science. It's completely within the realm, within their ability to do it. せーの。Good, good. 前は何て言ったの？ Good, good. 本当は？嬉しいわ。せーの。せーの。Good. はい。 決めなさい。どれですか。OK。ここだと思っている人、手を挙げて。The answer is good. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, せーの。気をつけて、気をつけて、せーの。Excellent, excellent. せーの。I take the red rod, which up to that point they realized was the thing that represents the stress, and I put it on each one, and so they're saying the word 4 more times, but in 4 different ways, which is, that makes it interesting. And then they've got to decide. I don't know how they just have to figure, and then usually they're wrong. No harm, no foul, no big deal, because then I put it there, but now you know it, and you've said everything already. So all you got to do is put the stress there. They put the stress there, mission accomplished.
普段の授業と違って先生がなんか授業の説明とかするんじゃなくて自分たちで自主的にやるっていう感じだったから何をやるんだろうってなっていきなりなんかやってって言われてめっちゃそれはびっくりしました。先生のやりたいことがなんか徐々になんか先生がどういう順番で授業を進めていくっていうのが最初の段階で分かったのでそれはすぐ分からなくてずっと分からなくてなくて最初先生のリズムが分かるまでちょっと分からないっていう感じでしたね。だから最後の方は分かった状態で授業に参加することができたと思ってます。
We worked on the word now, and now I want to go to the next step. I want to start working with actual objects. So when I put the model out, right off the bat, because it's an actual thing now, they've got to put an article with it. Say no. Good. ですよね。せーの。Good, good, good, good. じゃなくて。せーの。もうちょっと。せーの。Say no. Good. Excellent. Good, very good. I point it at ah, and they go ah, and I drop the pointer and it's small, and they go ah. Good. TV. I haven't written ah on the board, and probably some of them aren't really sure what that's all about. But I think within 5 minutes, I think that they know what's going on. So now we've got the models. So now we've worked on the pronunciation. Now we've got the models. So it becomes this pattern. I could put another word. We work on the rhythm. We get the rhythm right. I put the model. Kind of. Hi. Go. Excellent, excellent. もう一回。Good, good, good. Excellent. せーの。Fantastic.
発音の授業としては拍手とかで自分でこっちの方が強いんだなとかこっちの方が弱いんだなとかそういうのが分かりやすかったので今回の授業の方が発音はしやすかったです。
はい。 いや、これ大事。はい、さい。こんな感じしてる。Then they've got to say two things. Then of course they've got to add and if they add and, it can't be a TV and a couch. They can't do that. I mean, they can, and they often do, but that's easy enough to fix. In Be excited, be excited. Good. What can I say? Say it. Say it. Hey, wait. Tango いくつ？単語いくつ？ちょっと相談していいよ。単語いくつ？Everybody, I tell you what, everybody, put up your hands. Ready? When I say go, put up 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, okay? Ready? Say no, go. Okay. The answer is 5. So let's say. What can I say? Good. Be happy, be excited. It's great. Say that. Go.
A sofa and TV.
Okay.
A sofa and TV.
Good. これ言って早く言いたいから早くはいこれせーのこれ大事でしょせーのかっこいいもう一回 Good. Say it. Go. There we go. Great. Practice that. 10秒にしてください。早く言えるように。And we're working on liaison with my fingers or with just moving with my index finger along the from the models that I've put out, which is surprisingly effective. It's, you know, like and the sofa, and the sofa. You know, it's still, it's like magic.
アンドとあをつながって発音するっていうのはあまり意識したことがなかったので、その辺は苦労しました。
つなげてこう場所の説明をするときが一番難しいなって思いました。
どれですか 言いましょう。ああ、OK。はい。せーの。Good。言わんといてこれ。Good。はい。どっち？どれ？はい。せーの。Be happy, happy voice. Wow! Look at that! Hey, せーの。もっとハッピーハッピー。せーの。今日は金曜日でしょ？はい、せーの。せーの。Good. Oh my God, look at that. Fantastic. せーの。どれ？じゃあ考えて考えて。聞こえない。もっと。怒って。はい、せーの。There we go. There we go. Okay. はい。せーの。せーの。There we go.
なんかブロックみたいなのを使って最初は何を意味しているのかなんか分からなかったんですけど、その形とかで椅子とかソファーをイメージさせて分かるようにしてました。
そのブロックを使ってなんか物の配置を考えてそれを英語にするっていう授業です。
最初はグー、じゃんけん、はい、はい、これ。Okay. Winner ここから、loser ここから。Ready? Go! Hi, one chair clockwise, 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 one chair clockwise. Here we go. Hi. 最初はグー、じゃんけん、はい、はい、グー、はい、はい、はい。はい、ウィナーここから、ルーザーここから、レディ？ちゃんと見て、変わりましたよ。はい、せーの、ゴー。はい、one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise. はい。So they're moving clockwise, and it gives me a chance to cleverly add a model to it or change the models. They move around and they sit down and sometimes they won't notice. I'll get, oh, whoa, whoa, look. Or usually they'll notice and go, oh, Jesus. And then they'll have to change it. 最初はグー、じゃんけん、はい、はい、これ、はい。はい、ウィナーここから、ルーザーここから、ready, go. Hi, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise. Hi, 最初はグー、じゃんけん、はい、はい、はい。はい、loser こうして。 ちょっと長いからこの速さで練習しましょう。でこの顔して。You can do it って顔して。Okay, はい。ウィナー頑張って。ここからここまでできないと。お母さん電話します。Ready? Go! You know, I have them do all kinds of different things. Like if there's 4 models, they'll do the pet rock paper scissors, and I'll say, okay, the winner of the rock paper scissors, winner does this, loser does that, winner does that, loser does that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Or winner go this way, loser go this way, and it's a race. Hurry up and do it. This is just to get them to speed things up. I want one person to say it in its entirety. But if I do that, what's the other person going to do? So I want them to say it, I want the other person to have something to do and to pay attention, and I want that person to say it quickly too. Go ahead.
You so far cut you chairs, 4 and 2 tables.
Very good, excellent, good job. Those 4 prepositions of place I have in mind that I'm going to do, I know I'm going to do them. I like to try to make it look as if it just occurred to me that that's what I'm going to do. You know, I look at it, so they've just gone racing through these models, and they've done plurals, and they're like, oh, gee, okay, and then you just put a TV on top of a table, and they're like, oh, and immediately they know what. If you put it next to the table or something like that, it could just be and again, but you put it on top of the table, there's only one way to go at that. And you'd be surprised, even like, you know, fairly good speakers of Japanese speakers of English will get it backwards. They'll say a table is on the TV, you know.
TV on the table.
How many words? 5? Good, okay. Great. When I do the prepositions of place, I have 4 in mind. And today I accepted beside. I like to, sometimes I'll force next to. The nice thing about accepting what they say is they feel valued. The alternative would be to say, beside, yeah, but let's do next to. I mean, the kid just said beside. Why are you going to make him say next to? Kangate. That's a good idea. One more time. Say again.
A flower behind a sofa.
嘘つき
Beside.
ですよね。はい、もう一回。
A flower beside a sofa.
早く早くせる。早く早くせる。もう来てるから警察来てる。せる。はいせーの。もう来てる。はいせる。もうそう時間かけてせーの。はい。最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。はいこれほい。はいはい。Now everybody do this, do this, do this. こうして、こうして、do こうして、はい。でこうして、せーの、はい、こうして。なんか言って。せーの、あ、すいません。せーの、あ、すいません。せーの、あ、すいません。あ、すいません。はい、せーの、あ、すいません。あ、すいません。せーの、せーの、せーの。これよ、せーの。すごい、せーの。これはこれは Good, good, good. はい。この音。せーの。Good. せーの。And usually it's like, せーの。That's it. Again? これ何その漢字違うけど。これ何 Good. 書いてくれるお願い。書いて。Thank you. Good. Thank you. Oh, sorry. We're going step by step, and I'm really bringing them, really doing it in a sort of a measured way. はい。使ってください。Go ahead, go.
A table in front of a chair.
Hoo-hoo! もう一回言って。
A table in front of a chair.
もっと早くしてせーの。ミサこうして。何も言わんで。こうして。はい、もう一回。何も。せーの。はい、言いましょう。せーの。もっと早くせ。練習してください。Okay. Ready? Here we go. Good. 最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。はい、これほい。皆さん、こうして。That's excellent. Look at that. That's excellent. Again. You. Good. That's excellent. That's exactly it. Good. Winner, loser. 二人終わったらこうして。私分かるように。Okay? Go. Well, this one is good because it's like the clapping thing. It's like, it's both silly and important. So I'll say, do this. And then I'll go around and say, yeah, like this. She's doing it right. So they're like, oh, so I have to pay attention to people around me as well? And I say, okay, now work in pairs. And they're wondering, why was I doing that? So I say, okay, work in pairs. And then when you're all done, do this so I know you're finished. They go, oh, that's why we were doing it. But that's not the only reason they were doing it, obviously. I just want them to start to really be sensitive to what's going on around them. All right, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise. All right. はい。最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。はい、winner, loser, winner, loser, winner, loser. 早くして。することまでいっぱいあるから。はい。終わったら。Okay, ready? Here we go. Go, my brother. Go.
A TV on a table in front of a sofa.
Good. There we go. That's it. Ready? Say no. Go. And now they've got themselves in a great deal of trouble because now they've got a whole lot of language that they have to speak. You just put the models out and they have them run through them. Okay, so they work on that and they work on it quickly and you're moving it around a lot. So they're constantly responding to the reality in front of their eyes. They're not memorizing anything, they're not repeating anything. And then the big jump is the. Easy three-piece is TV's on a table in front of a chair, TV's on a table next to a sofa, TV's on a table behind a sofa. These are wonderful things to work on, but then it comes time to move on. And you put something behind a chair and something in front of a chair. 考えて。これ特別。I'll give you a hint. There's just a little bit of time left. So, こういうふうに。パパパパパパパパペペププ。ババババじゃババじゃブブ。分かった？もう一回言うよ。ババババじゃババじゃブブ。じゃビバじゃババじゃブンブン。はい、ちょっと練習してください。Okay, go brother, go.
A TV in front of a sofa and a table behind a sofa.
Okay, that's this. それもありますよ。そうしようか？はい。もう一回言って。
A TV in front of a sofa and a table behind a sofa.
Good.
A TV in front of a sofa and behind
And
a table behind the sofa.
こうなっちゃう。
A TV in front of a sofa and a table behind the sofa.
これね。
TV in front of a sofa and a table behind sofa.
Good idea. 変えましたよね? No, but it's a good idea. I'll do that and I'll look at them and usually that's a little bit beyond where they're going, but I'll let them say it because what they'll say is there's a table in front of a chair and a floor lamp behind a chair. I'm like, that's very good, but that's this. Now, and then you put it back and say, now do this one. So then they won't know what to do usually. I'll have to write the, but at least they know that what the guy said has meaning. It doesn't match this, but it has meaning. って考えて。これ大ヒント。
TV in front of a sofa and a table behind the sofa.
And
and a chair beside the sofa. And a fan behind the chair.
Good. Misan頑張って練習してください。And I put the up, and then they got to sort that out. And then you just string along a bunch of stuff, and they're like, oh, okay, and it's the.
いきなり数学とかでいきなりわからない問題をやらされて解くよりなんかいきなり難しい問題をわからない問題を解くっていう科目には向いてないと思うけど、なんか自分たちで調べてみてってなって調べてそれを先生たちと話し合うっていう授業には向いていると思います。数学とかでやられたらちょっと困るかなって思います。
科目によって向き不向きがあると思うんですけど、外国語とか他にはもう知識が入っているような科目のなんか演習の授業とかではこういうような自分たちが積極的にやる方が授業への意欲も増してより理解度を深めることができると思うので、その向き不向きを考えた上での授業の構成として取り入れるのはとてもいいし、自分たちにとっても良いことだなって思いました。
最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。Winner, loser, winner, loser。ちょっとずつ説明してください。Winner, loser, winner, loser。はい、Go。はい、one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise, one chair clockwise。最初はグー、じゃんけんほい。はい、ウィナーからちょっとずつやってください。お願いします。
A table in front of a sofa.
And?
And a lamp behind the sofa, and a chair beside the sofa. A TV in front of the chair.
日本の授業とかってだいたい説明から入って長々説明してっていうんですかね、聞くことが多くて、実際に自分が何か行動アクションを起こすっていう方が時間が短いんですけど、アメリカというか国会の先生の授業は自分たちが行動して何か学んでいくっていうことがすごく多かったので、そっちの方がやっぱりなんか自分の頭に入りやすいのかなっていうのを考えたりして驚きを持ったというか関心を持ちました、そういうところに。